Hi everyone, this is Yashima at ShimaTheCoach.com. I am sitting at my son's school today and just kind of thinking, sometimes do my best thinking here, and I was thinking of what is going to be my next topic to talk about. And you know what came to mind to me is just talking about how the importance of getting our kids involved in extracurricular activities. You know, I know we're busy parents. I am super busy. I run my own company. I volunteer at church, so I'm super busy there. I have a husband. I have my own life. I'm doing a lot of things. But one thing I'm not too busy to do is make sure that my children are well-rounded and get to experience things outside of just going to school, going home, going to church. And it's very, very important. So I'm going to spend 5 minutes giving you 3 reasons why I think you should get your children involved in extracurricular activities and how it can improve their life and also your life with them as well. Now, the one reason why I think it's very important to get them involved in extracurricular activities is because it builds teamwork with them. You know, especially if you have a child who's the only child, or they're a young child and have older siblings, it's very important to teach them teamwork, how to get along with everybody, how to work through issues, how to compromise, how to negotiate. I mean, we know when we're playing basketball, we're playing soccer, we're working with a team of people. And it's not just, there's no I in team. I know we always say that, but it's true. When you're playing sports, you can't be the only one that's shooting the ball. You can't be the only one that's kicking the ball on the goalie. You're going to be a ball hog. No one's going to like you. So you have to teach your children how to have good teamwork skills. And what better way to do that is get them involved in some kind of extracurricular activities. Doesn't necessarily have to be sports, though. It can be other things, like if your child is into music, into art, into drama. There's so many things that are going on today in our school systems that we can get involved with. And there's also lots of things around the community that you can tap into if your child is not into sports. But definitely get them involved in something and teach them some very great skills and social skills as well. Now, the second reason why I think you should get them involved in some kind of activity outside the home, doing something constructive, is it helps build their confidence. Now, there's nothing more confidence building as adults and as children doing something well and learning a new skill and kind of increasing it and getting better and getting better. I remember when my son first played football. He played flag football and he had no idea what he was doing and no idea about the game. But by the end of the year, the season was over, at the football banquet, he was named the most improved player. And that was a big confidence builder for him, because going into football, he didn't really like it at first. He didn't know what he was doing. It was a lot of running and touching. It was flag football, but it was still some touching going on, of course. We're dealing with rambunctious boys. And so I wasn't sure if he really liked it, if he wanted to continue. But by the time the end of the season, when he had built his skills up, he knew the game, he understood some of the things, what was going on on the football field, some of the calls. He understood how to play. And then what a big, confidence booster when he was named the most improved player. That was awesome for him. So, it really builds their confidence. If they're taking piano lessons and they don't know how to play, but by the end of the 8 weeks, they learn how to play and they're very great at it. That's awesome. You want your child to learn how to learn skills that they can build on, and it helps them build their confidence. Now, the third reason why I think you should get your child involved in an extracurricular activity, something in the community or at school, is it helps them get around awesome people who can be a very good mentor for them. Now, I remember my coaches. I played basketball, and I remember all of my coaches from elementary, from summer ball to junior high, all the way to high school, all the way to college. So those people were really awesome mentors for me. When your mom or your parents aren't around, they're holding you accountable as well for your behavior. They're holding you accountable for your sportsmanship, your character. They're holding you accountable for your grades if you're in junior high or high school. Because if you really, like your coach and they're pushing you and influencing you and encouraging you, you want to do good as well. So you're going to make sure that in order to play in that game, to go to the practice, to have fun and see those people, your coach and your teammates, you're going to make sure you're doing great in school. What a great incentive. If you want to continue to play on the basketball team, then you got to keep your grades up. And then mentors, coaches. I remember my coaches because they were great people. Now, I'm sure we've all had bad experiences with coaches. They haven't been the great coaches and the greatest mentors, and we switch tracks and play with a different team. But for the most part, coaches can be very, very good for our kids. And I remember my coaches, and they were very influential in my life, and they were great mentors. So when you're working with your children and getting them involved in extracurricular activities, they connect with people who can influence their lives in a very, very positive way. And they also have another person in their life that's holding them accountable, pushing them to be great. So there it is. 5 minutes, a little bit over, but 5 minutes about why I think it's important to get your kids involved in extracurricular activities. Let's review real quick. The first reason was because it teaches them teamwork and sportsmanship. Second reason, it builds their confidence. And the third reason was it connects them with great people who can be a mentor for them, which is helpful not only for you as a parent in raising children today, but also good for them. You can connect with some influential people and people who can have a positive impact in their life. So there you are, my 5-minute training tip today on getting your kids involved in sports. If you want to talk to me in greater detail, I'm always available.